Okay. Your complementary function here, can you tell me what would be the complementary function? Because it's real. In case of real, what did I tell you? How do I go for the complementary function? Huh? That is, see, go behind and just check. In case of real, the complementary function would be given like, okay, just straight away. C1 into E m1 of x. Then m2 is there. If two roots are there, c2 into m2 of x. If one more root was there, then c3. Here we are having only two roots. So it would be c1 into e m1 of x plus c2 into e m2 of x. Correct now? So that
Mm.
means here it would be c1 into e m1, right? This is your m1 and this is your m2. So it would be c1 into this thing. So m1 is 2x plus c2 into e 3x, right? Now suppose roots, sometimes you get a roots which are same. Let's say m1 is also equal to 3, m2 is also equal to 3. In this scenario, the roots that you are going to take is c1 plus c2 of x into e power 3x, like this you should take. So the fundamental thing over here now, like how do I solve this particular stuff? For that, we have this matlab, you should not remember individually. You just have to remember some three, four formulas. One book is there, but I can't give you in the sense that PDF is not available. But I'll make what do I'll try to get, but make
Okay.
PDF with my phone. Little I'll send. Okay, but
Mm.
in market as such, its PDF is not available. But I'll send you just one this thing. Okay, see here. Okay. So now here both the roots are, you noticed both the roots are equal. Okay, pair of real roots you got, right? Hmm? So in case of pair of real roots, what did you see? See, in case of pair of real roots, you have to just multiply. Okay, c1 plus c2 of x plus, see here, right? See, these are the five things that I'll just show you what you have to remember. In the next page, let me tell you. See, if you have the nature of auxiliary equation is like this. Suppose m1 and m2 and m3, they are all distinct. 2, 3, 4, and 5. M1 is 1, this is 2, this is 3, are distinct. In this case, so you directly know what you have to do. You have to put c1 into e m1 of x, right? Plus c2 into e m2 of x plus c3 into e m3 of x. Correct?
Mm.
So
Mm.
if there were n number of roots, then cn into emn of x. Okay, like this. Suppose now you have repeated. See, you have m1 is equal to m2 is equal to mn, and this is m. So you have real roots, but which are repeating. So this is also 2, this is also 2, 2, 2, or 3, 3. Okay, these are real roots when you solve. In this case, you have to put c1 for till the second root c2 of x. Okay, then if the third is also repeating, c3 of x square. Okay, then if the fourth is also repeating, c4 of x cube, so on and so forth, cn of x n minus n, and e to the power mx. Okay, e to the power m into x, right? Understood? Now the third case will arise. Okay, in the third case, there are two chances. You have real, okay, plus minus iq also. Suppose you get a root which is like 1 plus minus j, right? This is a root. In this case, you have to write e to the power px, okay, c1 cos q of x plus c2 sine q of x. This is the case. If you are having only plus minus j, only complex part, no real part is there. In that case, you just write c1 cos q of x plus c2 sine q of x. Okay. And now, till here you understood now? Did you understand? Huh?
Sir.
Are you following this?
Yeah.
So these are the, and the last cases when you are getting, let's say, pair of imaginary roots, okay, which are repeated. Okay, pair of, imagine, see, one is pair of complex root. In that to this thing, suppose you are getting now, let's say I will show you. Suppose I get like this. I get like this. Let's say okay, I get like this 3 plus minus 2y. Real part is also there, imaginary part is also there. So the imaginary part, the real part value is this, na this. So this will be e of 3x, and for the imaginary part, I'll write like this: c1 cos 2 of x plus c2 sine 2 of x directly. Okay.
Okay.
Now, as far if you are having a root like multiple roots, this is repeated roots, real repeated roots, 1 and 1, and then you are having also complex roots like this, then can you tell me what would be the for the repeated roots 1 and 1, it would be c1 plus c2 of x into e power x, correct? Now for the this thing, what it would be, e power x into c3 cos of x plus c4 sine of x. Okay, suppose you have a case 1 plus minus 2i, and again 1 plus minus 2i, right? So this is
Yeah.
the fourth case which I did not mention. Suppose you are having see, you are having two roots, 1 plus I and 1 plus I. Okay, like this, 1 plus minus I and 1 plus minus I. So these are called as pair of P plus minus IQ which repeat. In this scenario, you have to take e power px. Okay, c1 plus c2. How many roots are repeating that? Cn x n minus 1, and this you multiply by cos qx, and for the second set of equation, that would be c1 dash plus c2 dash of x plus cn dash x n minus 1 sine q of x. This is the formula. Okay, it's a little bit remembering is required there. So once you do this, okay, everything is done. Okay, so this is how you calculate the auxiliary equation. Now let's see whether you will be able to solve some of the questions on the auxiliary equation. So this thing, I know that now itself it is not possible. You have to revise. That's why I sent you the recording.
Yeah.
Now this is your d square y by dx square. Okay, plus 4 dy by dx. Okay, plus 5y is equal to 0. Okay. Now what it is saying is, given that, okay, y is equal to 2. Okay, and dy by dx